You guys appear somewhat worried. The upcoming exams are making me nervous. Just thinking about it sends shiver down my spine. Same here.
Why don't you think exams as festivals?
Huh? Festivals? Yes. Festivals bring out the best in us. And exams are meant to do the same. The more people you celebrate it with, the happier you feel. Even in the case of exams, you are not celebrating this festival alone. There are lakhs of students all over India who are celebrating this festival along with you.
Exams are like festivals. I am confident that you are all set to celebrate the festival of exams with much cheer and happiness.
In this competitive era of relentless pressure, it is easy to think that exams are a matter of life and death and that failure is final. But failure isn't final. There was a young boy who wanted to become a fighter pilot, but narrowly missed the opportunity. He did not remain perpetually dejected. Instead, he became one of the greatest scientists and president this country has ever produced. The boy was none other than our beloved Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. One test or exam cannot define a person. Life is much more than that. Just prepare and do not fear failure.
Do not get bogged down by the fear of failure. Exams test your current preparation, not you. Chill!
Exams, they test our preparation. Sometimes, even with the best of preparations, we are unable to recall an answer and end up with more stress. But as soon as the exam ends, the answer automatically comes to you. Ever wondered why? You can recall the answer as you are relaxed now. Want to know how to be relaxed in exam hall? Smile! Smile when you're preparing for exams. Smile your way into exam hall. Smile even when you write the answers. And once the exam is done, you leave with an even bigger smile.
A relaxed mind is the secret to success, not only in exams, but also in life. Laugh in and laugh out.
And when he's alright, and I was
What are you doing?
I'm trying to mug up this chapter. I want to score good marks this time.
Mugging up concepts is never the solution. Your knowledge doesn't improve. Marks don't matter. Only knowledge and skills you acquire does. There was an esteemed Indian personality who at a very young age aimed consistently at pursuing knowledge. It was this relentless pursuit which led him to study in world-renowned institutions. His personal library is said to have contained 50,000 books.
50,000?
Yes, he was independent India's first law minister and the architect of our constitution, Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Even at the age of 60, he took violin lessons.
Wow!
The journey of acquiring knowledge in itself is a rewarding experience. Marks will then automatically follow.
I will no longer memorize what I read, but will try to understand and gain knowledge. Thank you.
You are welcome.
The aim of learning is to gain knowledge. Knowledge is permanent. Pursue it.
This time I will get more marks than you.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to follow her study pattern so I could get more marks than her.
But that will maybe only make you better than her, or equal, or worse.
Huh?
See yourself as the competitor instead of competing with others. Focus on areas where you need to work on.
Guess you're right. There are many areas I could work on to improve myself.
Yes, it is not about being better than anyone else. It is about being better than what you were yesterday.
When you are preparing for exams, ask yourself question on which areas you could improve. You are your own best competitor. Compete with yourself.
Every day has a clock time of 24 hours. Thought of completing all the daily activities with the clock ticking by can give us sleepless nights.
What happened? Nightmare?
Yes, there are so many things to do, but so little time.
Aw, don't stress. All you have to do is manage your time efficiently.
But how do I do that?
It is easy. Work on an organized schedule to manage your daily activities.
Huh?
Let me explain. You can chart a plan of action and decide how best to utilize your 24 hours. You can allocate time for all your daily activities that need to be done. By doing so, you can focus on one task at a time. Once the chart is prepared, follow it diligently.
Every individual is blessed with unique abilities. These abilities are best channeled through quality time management. Have faith in your own method and style.
Our mind often wanders to the dreams of the future, forgetting we have a present. Thinking about something?
Yeah, I was thinking of my future. I will be an astronaut.
That is great. But just dreaming about the future won't be of any use. We will only weigh ourselves down if we dream about the future and not act in the present. If you seize the present, the future will be yours.
You are right. To achieve my future goal, I should focus on my present.
The present is God's greatest present. Live here and now.
What's wrong?
We have a class test tomorrow, but I have lost my notes on that chapter.
Don't worry. You can study that chapter online.
On the internet? But Mom says it distracts students from their studies.
But it can also help you in your studies.
Huh?
Yes, technology is a great teacher. Various learning apps, smart classrooms, and the online availability of rich learning material are making education fun and easy.
That is amazing.
Yes, but like your mom said, it can also distract students. When it comes to technology, it is essential to have a balance.
Thank you. I will use technology more responsibly.
Get attracted to technology, not addicted to it. Technology is great teacher. Embrace it.
A student's life can be very hectic. It is exhausting to handle long hours of preparation, continuous focus on studies and writing exams.
You look tired. Yes, I am. I have so many things to focus on. It is tiring. You need to relax. Adequate rest is a must to keep our body and mind relaxed. Rest? In this busy schedule? Yes, it is important that we rejuvenate ourselves. In order to focus better, it is necessary that we defocus first. How do I do that? Take a break in between. Play a game. Listen to music. Spend time with your family. Get in touch with nature. Oneness with nature can be most refreshing.
Our scriptures have taught us that our body is composed of the Panch Mahabhutas, the 5 elements of Prithvi, Jal, Vayu, Akash and Agni. No wonder then that contact with even a few of these elements can be extremely rejuvenating. Remember, to do your best, take adequate rest.
In trying to sharpen our subjects, exams can make us spend sleepless nights. But what we do not sharpen is our greatest weapon, sleep. Inadequate or unsound sleep can make even an easy exam seem tough. Mind functions better after a good rest. Good sleep improves alertness and sharpens concentration. A fresh mind can think and recall better. A good night's sleep is the key to do well in exams. It complements your preparation.
The quality sleep matters. It is futile to sleep for any number of hours if that sleep is not sound. Sleep is a great weapon. Sharpen it.
Coming out for a quick game? No, I got to study. Haven't you been studying for hours? You deserve a break. I can't. I have exams in few days. I understand, but if you devote some time to outdoor games in between your studies, it will only make your preparations more effective. Is it? Yes. One of the unique qualities of sports is the complete oneness of the player with the sport being played. Outdoor sport encourages sportsman spirit and teaches the values of teamwork.
Even the day before an exam, a short game or a quick run can do wonders. A possible feeling of saturation after long hours of studying disappears. So, play to shine.
Everybody's saying so. I'm tensed now. I'll call you later. Yeah, bye.
Is everything alright?
My friend just called. She said there are rumors that tomorrow's exams will be the toughest.
Why so?
I don't know, but everyone is saying the same thing.
Rumors are negative, almost never true, and will not affect you if you are well prepared. Confidence comes from identifying and celebrating our strengths. So focus on your strengths and not rumors. Have faith in your preparations.
Hey, listen! Don't pay attention to rumors. We are prepared. We will do well in tomorrow's exam.
Instead of allowing your weakness to overpower your strengths, put them to use and overcome your weakness.
Done with preparation for exams?
Almost.
Don't forget to revise once you're done.
I don't think I have enough time to revise the entire syllabus.
Well, in that case, whenever you are studying, identify the topics where pre-exam revision is required or topics that need special attention.
Yeah, I can do that. Any other ways to revise?
Yes, there are many. To name a few, writing down key points is one good way to revise. Making acronyms and formulas to recall what we have learned can be helpful. Debating and discussing a topic is another way to revise.
This is very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There are many more ways of smart revision that can be extremely helpful. Pick the ones that suit you the best. Revise and become wise.
You look very chill for tomorrow's exam.
Yeah, I'm done with my preparations and revisions.
That's great. But have you organized yourself for the exams?
Not yet. I'll do it tomorrow.
But what if you miss something in the last minute?
Huh? I did not think about that.
It is always best to pack your exam essentials the previous evening to avoid last-moment panic.
You are right. All done.
Do not forget your hall ticket.
Thank you.
Make it a point to arrive early at the exam venue. Don't be in a hurry to start writing the answers. Take a minute or two to read the instructions carefully and question paper properly. After the exams, make sure the hall ticket and other exam essentials are kept safely as they will be needed again.
Exam routines may appear are out of the ordinary, but they are not. Stick to your normal routine, as normality helps calm one's mind and averts unexpected surprises.
Hey, are you alright? You look dull.
I ran out of time in the last exam. Could have written so much more. I'm worried the same will happen today.
Don't worry, cheer up. Proper time management can change this.
How?
Just remember not to get stuck on any question. Move to the next one. You can always come back to the unanswered question later.
Okay. And what to do when I know an answer particularly well and want to write more?
There are other questions to be answered. Write what is essential in the spirit of the question and move ahead.
That sounds practical.
Yes, always remember to double check every question, especially where data and numbers are involved.
I sure will.
All the best.
Thank you.
There is no ideal style of answering questions. Find your own unique style while keeping in mind the requirements of each question and subject.
I have written an essay on you. It's called My Best Friend Bunny.
Oh, really? Let me see.
Is it not good?
What you have written is good, but there's no proper presentation.
Presentation?
Yes. Good presentation is like a beautiful icing on your favorite cake. It leaves a lasting impression, doesn't it? Similarly, while writing an exam, give the examiner least possible stress. Make the answers appeal to the examiner like a beautiful cake.
Ensure that your emphasis on presentation is not time-consuming. Make it a part of your style. Presentation is key. Master it.
What are you hiding? You are preparing cheats.
I don't see any other option for tomorrow's exam.
There are always other options, and cheating is not one of them. Cheating is wrong. Now, you throw away all the cheats. Remember, cheating is the biggest disservice you can do to your parents, society, and most importantly, to yourself.
I am ashamed.
You should prepare to the best of your ability and face exams bravely. Don't worry much about the outcome.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend.
To cheat is to be cheap. Let human creativity always prevail over cheating and plagiarism.
Hey guys!
Hey! What was the answer for this? 13. Oh, and did you attempt this question?
What are you guys talking about?
We are cross-checking the answers.
But why? This exam has already ended. Don't you have to prepare for the next exam?
You are right.
But see, often the discussion can take a negative turn that can harm your self-confidence and ability to prepare for the next exam. There is no point in thinking about the answers you have already submitted. It has begun its one-way journey.
If you have answered an exam well, you do not need to worry. In case you haven't, even then, do not worry about it because there is nothing you can do to alter it now. Prepare, write, and move ahead.
What an amazing scenery!
It is indeed.
Wow! Look at this beautiful river.
Yes, but looking at a beautiful picture of a river is one thing, and truly experiencing its beauty by stepping into the waters is another.
You are right.
Yes, whenever you have an opportunity, seize it and explore the world around you. Make your life about new experiences. Step out of your comfort zone and do things differently and do different things. Travel and engage with new set of people. Go out with an organization involved in community service. Always keep an open mind to learn new things.
During exams, you live to lean. Now go out and learn to live. Experience all that life offers. Blessed with unparalleled beauty and diversity, India has many things to offer. The historical monuments, mountains, lush green forests, majestic rivers, and forts, symbols of our rich history and traditions, tell stories in a way that you can never find in books.
I want to travel.
Yes, you should. Travel broadens the mind and gives you an opportunity to meet different people and experience unique culture. Travel and discover the country.
Where should I start with?
In our hometown and states itself, there might be many unexplored places and little known wonders waiting to be explored.
Let's go then!
Set out to experience India. I promise that you will enjoy it. एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत।
When your board exams end, you will find yourself on the verge of a new phase of life. One in which you will have to make various choices of subjects, courses, and colleges. Have you made your mind yet?
No. Can you choose this for me?
No. You have to be the master of your own destiny. You have to trust yourself and your passion to guide you. Your interests will shape the future.
I'm clear about what I have to do. Thank you.
You are welcome.
As one journey ends, another begins. Try to take the road less traveled.
Now that your results are out, what are your plans for the future? I want to be a doctor. That sounds good. Ever since I was a child, I dreamt of becoming a doctor. But ever wondered why? Look, aspiring to become something can mislead you. However, aspiring to do something leads you. The desire to do something which is fueled by your natural instincts will lead you to your true destiny. You are right. I wanted to become a doctor but did not know why. Now I know. I want to address human health problems and contribute in resolving them. You are on the right track, my friend. All the best. Thank you.
Aspire not to be, but to do. Think of how best you can make a difference to the society and let that ideal guide you.
Someone looks happy.
Yes, all my hard work has paid off.
Congratulations and good job.
Thanks.
But have you taken a moment in between to acknowledge all people whose efforts backed your success?
People?
Yes, your success is not yours alone. There are many people who directly or indirectly contribute to your success. Your parents who give their all so that you can lead a comfortable life. Your teachers are giving you a wonderful education. Your siblings and your friends who are your strongest source of support. Like the support staff in your school, the tailor who stitches your uniform, the bus driver who brings you to school, the bookstore where you purchase books and stationeries.
Think also of those countless people whom you have never met but play a vital role in your life, like farmers, laborers, and many like them who are unsung heroes, are real makers of India. We must always be grateful to them.
Hey, look, what are they doing?
They are meditating. They come here regularly to practice yoga.
Wow, I too will practice yoga once I get older.
Who told you you need to be older to practice yoga?
I have heard something like that.
Listen, many people will tell you that yoga is only for older people. That is far from truth.
Really?
Yes, practicing yoga with full awareness in one's youth is the most effective way to achieve spiritual development of self. Yoga strengthens the brain and nervous system. With regular yoga, you will be better prepared with your studies and will be more confident about life.
Wow.
Devote some time each day, preferably in the morning, to practice yoga.
Sure, I will.
Yoga brings transformation. Make yoga a part of your lives and see the change it brings.